Hey everyone, it's Trit65, and today we're painting Wong from Marvel Crisis Protocol. Assembly is quite straightforward, with only 7 parts.
2 body halves, which include most of his left arm. 2 legs that make up all of his lower body. Ooh, and that right arm fits in snug on the torso.
Just be careful with his left hand, as it's difficult to know what is sprue attachment and what is wrist.
And finally, his bald little noggin. Wong's hero stand couldn't be easier. Just 2 parts that have a huge seam running down the middle. And since Atomic Mass games felt like being lazy in their molding, I didn't bother filling and sanding it either.
I primed everything in white as I wanted to be a brightly colored model, trying to stay with the old school comic book look of silk garments. Painting began with all the yellow parts getting an undercoat of pink. Yes, pink. I like to use pink for cool yellows and brown for warm yellows. I wasn't too concerned with staying within the lines, as the darker greens would easily cover over the pink and yellows. Next up, skin tone. I went with Vallejo's medium skin tone. It has a slightly yellow, brownish tint to it, so I thought that would make for a really good Asian skin tone base. Back to the yellow top coat. Again, I chose to use Vallejo's model color flat yellow, as it's well pigmented and has the best coverage of all the yellow paints I own. The eyes are next. I started with an off-white and colored outside the lines, as I'll bring the skin tone up to shape the final eye. The pupils are just some quick dashes of a dark brown. Again, the overcolor will be covered by the final skin tone when we come back to shape the eyes. The pants and slippers were base coated in a jade green. And the jacket a darker green. Taking some care to paint between the yellow buttons with a fine brush.
And here's Wong all base coated.
Here are all the base coats tied together with a simple soft tone wash.
I decided to put a satin varnish on Wong's jacket and pants to kind of give him a silken-like appearance.
I chose to give Wong a sword, like the comic book hero, not the MCU version. The basic sword was cut down from a 1/35th scale saber I had in my bits box, and a leather strap was made from cut down pieces of Tamiya tape. His base starts off with a coat of Vallejo's concrete color, which I then varnish and add various pin washes to highlight the cracks and the dirt. His hero stand, or hero flame in this case, was just base coated with that same pink undercoat and then heavily dry brushed with more and more white up to a pure white. Then I just lightly sprayed a coat of yellow moon dust over the whole thing using an airbrush. I might have done a better job of just going and buying some speed paints, but I just used what I had on hand. After putting the hero flame in place, I added black to the rim and then colored the band blue, as I do with all my Marvel Crisis Protocol heroes. I hope you enjoyed today's quick paint, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing.